What's up, everybody? We back. This will be the official episode 1 of the Madden 20 Armchair GM series. That is what I'm calling it. I don't know if I called it that in the first episode or not. Well, the prequel episode, the pilot, I don't know, whatever the hell you want to call it. This is the actual episode 1. If you missed the first episode, I would definitely give it a watch. It's only about 20-ish minutes or less. Went over some ground rules, kind of covered some of the aspects of how I'm going to approach different things in terms of the rules, house rules, etc., etc. Chose Miami, obviously, as pictured by the beautiful, bald Brian Flores on the phone. We are the Dolphins. First things first, I want to kind of just do a quick run through the roster, kind of assess our situation. I know it's kind of not very good at all. One thing I definitely want to look at is see like what kind of money we can save. That's not what I wanted to do. What kind of money we can save if we were to trade / cut somebody. Rashad Jones is obviously the big saving opportunity. Kenny Stills, Albert Wilson, Kiko Alonso, Bobby McCain, TJ McDonald. Okay, so I mean there's a lot of money to be saved if we wanted to cut / trade some of these guys, and I'm not opposed to that. We have 200 million funds if you look up in the top right corner, which I think is the bare minimum you can get due to the role I chose, which is a lifelong fan. Let's see what else we got here. Let's just look at the way the lineup falls into place. Got Laremy Tunsil, left tackle 84. It's pretty solid. Other than that, the offensive line is hot trash water. Dwayne Allen over at tight end, he's a pretty decent piece. Mike Gesicki, young guy, young cat. Nick O'Leary, pretty decent himself, but he's still young. Mid 70s, low 70, tight end. Kenny Stills, Albert Wilson over at wide receiver 1. I think Wilson's technically going to be considered the slot guy because of the way the depth chart works, but I'd use Kenny Stills as a slot guy. But Kenny Stills at the X position, and you've got Parker at the Z, Wilson at the Y. Just the way the depth chart does it. Kenyon Drake, Kalen Ballage, and then Mark Walton, Miles Gaskins. I think it's the same Miles. Yeah, I'm pretty good at remembering the names. Josh Rosen at 1, Fitzpatrick at 2. I'm actually surprised that Fitzpatrick's not put at 1 there, but I think preseason rosters maybe, I don't know. Because it should default to the highest overall guy. Don't know. But that's how I want it anyway. I want Rosen to take the reins, and I want him to do his thing. If he's going to make it, he's going to make it. If he's not, then I need to know. And I think that's what they should have done in real life. I think they only started him for like 1, maybe 2 games, and he was behind this lack of a offensive line, as evident by the 60 overalls, because they traded Tunsil and expected him to be amazing, and he wasn't. I know Fitzpatrick ended up putting it together for the season, but he's got some veteran savviness to him, and the offensive line kind of started probably gelling after the first few games because that's how chemistry works, but, whatever. Defense, we got Minka Fitzpatrick at free safety, followed by Rashad Jones at strong safety. Pretty good, solid 2 deep there with TJ McDonald there. That's the backup free safety. He probably also is rotating in for strong safety as needed. And then Kiko Alonso with Jerome Baker on the 2 outside linebacker positions with, I don't know who the frick that is, and Raekwon McMillan in the middle. Tank Carradine, David Godshaw, and Charles Harris on the defensive line. This is a 3-4 defense. I'm cool with that. Defense looks a little better than the offense. Xavier Howard over at corner 1, and then Bobby McCain at corner 2 with Eric Rowe, Cordrea Tankersley, and McTire backing them up. Christian Wilkins, Akeem Spence. I can't remember what his name is. I don't really care. I mean, the defense is young, minus Jones. Strong safety. Overall, there's some young cats. Kiko Alonso's a vet. There's some young cats that could definitely bloom into something really cool, especially Minka Fitzpatrick. I like him a lot. Howard still on the right side of 30, if I'm not mistaken. Apparently he can be upgraded. Yeah, he's 26. So, I mean, the defense is not in a bad place for the long haul anyway. The offensive line needs a lot of help. Defensive line needs to be a little bit better, especially for a 3-4. Middle linebackers could be improved upon drastically, but Raekwon McMillan, he's still young. He could grow. Special teams, we're not good enough to care if our special teams are good or not. That's just the truth of the matter. Who cares? Oh, they've got Bobby playing slot corner. Okay, cool. And then Albert Wilson and Jakeem Grant out of the slot. Drake being the third down back, I'm cool with that. Balaj being the power back, I'm cool with that. Yeah, I'm not going to change anything there. We could. It couldn't be worse. I think we're actually the worst, so I'm not going to say it could be worse. So let's look and see what kind of free agents we got. So I kind of start formulating an idea of what I want to do and how I want to do it. Eric Berry's available. William Hayes, who actually I think played for Miami, is available. Matt Bryant, I don't care about a kicker. Des Bryant. Now that would be a good play right there, I think. He's cheaper than Stills on a salary basis. Berry, it would be cheaper than Rashad Jones as well. Austin Seferian Jenkins. And Des fits our scheme, so does Eric Berry. Obviously, this is preseason rosters. The Kenny Stills trade did not go through. Laremy Tunsil trade, which was the same trade, did not go through to the Texans, and the Minka Fitzpatrick trade to the Steelers has not happened as well. So we don't have as much draft capital as I was thinking going into this, but it's still fine. We can still acquire it pretty easily. I'm not going to try and Antonio Gates is a free agent. That's wild. Dang, he's 39. That's a hard no. I'm still not going to replicate trades from in real life. I kind of want to make some adjustments, just do it a little different. Like, for one, I don't want to trade Minka Fitzpatrick. I want to hold on to him. Young cat who's blooming, doing extremely well, and he did extremely well for Pittsburgh once he was traded there. So I don't want to really replicate those, but I am definitely open to trading off Kenny Stills because he is not really what we need for the long haul. He's in his 30s, if I had to guess. Let me just do another quick check here. He's in his 30s, I think. He's 27. He's actually younger than I gave him credit for. What kind of contract has he got here, so I can kind of compare it to what Dez would get. He's owed $9.75 milli for this season. It drops off another $1 million to $8.75 for next season. I mean, hell, it's not like we're gonna win anything this year. Hell, we ain't gonna win anything next year. I'm gonna trade him off because he's very high overall, and then I'll just sign Des Bryant. But now the question is, what can I get out of Kenny Stills? Great question. What could I get out of Kenny Stills? Let me see what I can, or what kind of money he's making. Mr. Rashad Jones, I know for a fact he's going to be making more than what Eric Berry would be. Yeah, 17.2. I'd probably save about $10 million just on that alone. I kind of want to keep Tunsil because he's 25 and he's already 84 at left tackle. That's pretty good. Howard's a 26, 83 overall corner. Fitzpatrick's 80 overall at 22. Dante Parker, he showed out in real life in the 2019 season because Adam Gase went down there. That has a huge factor on anybody's ability to get good. But 79 at 26, not bad for wide receiver 2 guy. I'm cool with that. Kenny and Drake, 25, 79 overall. I'm cool with that. I know he got traded to Arizona IRL, but I might try to hold on to him at least for this season. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I know the step number one, we're going to trade Kenny Stills and then try to also dump Rashad Jones off to somebody. I think the best play would, especially for Jones's purpose, is to try to trade him and it might be even best to put him and Kenny Stills together to try to trade him to a team that's trying to win now. That would be more willing to take on the big contract and the older guys. You may or may not have heard my phone vibrate, and I apologize if you did. Actually, I don't apologize. Screw you. I don't care. Actually, I do apologize. That's kind of rude. But I'm talking really fast. In terms of trades, I don't know if I addressed this in the last episode or not. I'm trying to remember. For the most part, I think I'm gonna try to, like, quote unquote get permission or approval to like offer a trade to a team, so I'm not like trade gouging teams. I've got a lot of cap. Nice. Like for instance, it'd be real cheesy to like go sign Eric Berry and then try to trade him to a team that needs a strong safety and still like their second round pick. That's cheese. So my own house rules, I'm not going to trade any free agents that I sign in the same season. I'm not going to try to screw teams over, like knowingly screw teams over via trade. If I know in my heart that it's not a fair trade, then I will not make it. If I have a little bit of a concern, what I'll do is I will address it with a couple of guys that have agreed to be like my moderator, so to speak. So first things first, let's try to find a team that needs a strong safety. Anybody that needs a strong safety is a top 3 need. Chargers need a free safety. So do the Chiefs. Cowboys need a strong safety. Let's see. Yeah. Oakland. LOL, the Redskins have Dwayne Haskins, but they still need a quarterback. How true is that? Seahawks need a strong safety. I can see Rashad Jones playing for them. Now the question is, who do I think would do worse for the season? Do I think the Seahawks would be worse, or do I think the Cowboys will do worse? Because the worse they do, the better the draft pick I'll get. Also, I need to be aware of cap. They've got 52.2 million in the cap. Cowboys got 24.8. And they've got roster size as well. I got to be aware of that. I can't be trading them guys that they can't afford to take on. My roster size is only 71 out of 75. That's weird. Actually, he should be right here. Yeah. Okay. So Rashad Jones, they aren't interested. Kind of picks. I feel like Rashad Jones is worth a second round pick. Because he's up there in age, but he's not like so far up there in age that he's not worth getting, because he's got 3 years of control on his contract. He's one of the top rated strong safeties on here. So I think he's worth a second round pick. Man, if they also needed a wide receiver, let me see if the Cowboys technically want a wide receiver. Because if I could package him and Kenny Stills together, then I can get more out of it. No, they do not. I wonder if they'd have interest in Kenny Stills, even though they say they don't need a wide receiver. They have interest. Let's go back to Seattle. They also have interest. They should have interest. I mean, who do they have at wide receiver besides Tyler Lockett? I mean, they have Metcalf, but as of this particular scenario, the 2019 season has not happened. I feel like giving them Kenny Stills, because it goes from 87 overall to a 76 and more Metcalf. Kenny Stills is a 84 overall himself. He immediately matches Tyler, or he doesn't match, but he's just under Tyler Lockett. I feel like that's fair. Would I be remiss to say that I feel like that's worth a first rounder? Give me, who is their second round pick? Who is that second round pick for? Let me address the Googles real quick. All right, one of those is a Kansas City pick. All right, if they're projected to pick 19th in the first round, Let's see. I'm trying to do math in my head. What's 32 plus 19? That's going to be 42. It's going to be 51. So that's the Kansas City pick there. I think Kansas City is better than that. I'm going to take this one here. I think I did that math right. Let me grab a calculator. This is embarrassing. I have a college degree. Not that a college degree makes me smart, but hey. Damn it! I'm gonna have to fix that shit. I will cuss in this series. I hope you don't get offended. If you do, I'm sorry. 32 plus 19 is 51. So that is their projected pick. I want the second round pick. I'm giving them 2 years of control of an 84 overall wide receiver and 3 years of control of a 83 overall strong safety that they need. They need that strong safety. I want their first and second round picks, and then I will throw in a pick of my own just to make it a little more fair. I feel like throwing a third at them is pretty fair and straightforward. They have a little bit of interest in it. Let's see if they take it. They took it. I'm completely okay with that. Now I have a little more draft capital here, so what we're going to do is, first things first, we're going to go sign Des Bryant and Eric Berry. We'll sign Des Bryant. I'm contemplating how many like free agents I need to allow myself to sign. I feel like it's not totally fair to do that. Because, for instance, Eric Berry is an 86 overall, which is better than what Rashad Jones was. He's younger than Rashad Jones and cheaper. Is that fair? Is that something that would be realistic to happen? Because he didn't sign with anybody and play with anybody this past season. But at the same time, I can't help that he's that good. That's kind of tricky. That's kind of tricky. Jonathan Cyprian. See, like, that would make a little more sense. That would be a little more respectable. Like to go sign Jonathan Cyprian as a replacement. Trey Boston. Let me just look and see here. Me signing Des Bryant, I'm keeping that. I'm not debating that one. I wonder what TJ McDonald, if he slid over to strong safety. I know he's a natural free safety. But what would he be rated at strong safety? 73. And then kind of Will Akins, his trashy self. How's he a freaking captain? He's ass. Whatever. I ain't upset. Like how Xavier Howard's a better free safety than Minka Fitzpatrick is. Gotta love the way Madden ratings work. I'm not going to play guys out of position in terms of like corner going to safety. Like if it's a free safety, strong safety, I don't mind flipping them. If it's a like offensive line, if guards and centers and tackles, I can switch them around. But I'm not going to put like a freaking tight end at wide receiver or a running back at wide receiver or a linebacker at corner, you know, whatever. I'm going to keep it semi-realistic. Putting a cornerback at safety would not be... I mean, it wouldn't be too much out of the realm of possibility. I want to say Champ Bailey transitioned to safety at the end of his career, but I could be wrong. I don't know. Let's see here. Because at the same time, I don't want to do too well. If signing Eric Berry might make me decently good, and I don't want to do that. I ain't trying to do too well because ultimately I want the best possible draft picks because we ain't winning jack diddly squat this year. Ooh, good old Brock Osweiler. Hey, Chad Kelly's here. I don't need a quarterback. Alex Collins, LeGarrette Blount, Corey Grant, Alfred Morris, Orleans Darkwa. What in the hell just happened? I didn't push anything. What in the hell? Oh, whoops. Wrong button. I don't need fullback. Brandon Marshall. I am tempted to sign Austin Safarian-Jenkins. He's young. He's at 81 overall. I've already got Dwayne Allen and Mike Gesicki. I don't need him. Andre Smith. I don't think. Ooh, John Sullivan. He's an improvement. He's 34. I might sign John Sullivan, and then that'll be the limit on my... I could get Clint Bowling. He's 30. He don't fit our scheme. We'll try to sign people that fit our scheme. Donald Penn. He's old. Sullivan fits our scheme, but Clint Bowling does not. Okay, I'm gonna sign John Sullivan. Just to make our offensive line a little bit better. But I think that's all I'm going to allow myself to do as far as signing free agents for starter purposes. Yeah, Sullivan slid right on in and took over. Good deal. We got Dez at the 1, Parker at the 2 with slot being Wilson. All right, I'm pretty okay with this. What's our pick situation looking like now? This may be a little bit of slow paced, but I'm trying to do moves here to start everything off, because technically this is kind of stuff that would have happened in like the off season, I feel like. So we got 2 firsts, we got 3 2s. I could maybe like package those 2s and get another 1. We got 3 2s, 2 4s, 2 6s, 2 7s. Shout out to the pick from Tennessee for the Tannehill trade. That's a pretty good amount of picks. That's 5 picks in the first 61 projected picks. Not bad. Would like to have another first, and I'd like to maybe package a 6 and a 7 and maybe try to get a 5. I don't know if that would. I don't know if that works or not. If I could give them a 6, a 7, and a 4 to get a 3rd, that would be preferable too. Or maybe take 2 of those 2s and get another 1 out of it. I don't know. There's different things I can probably do. I don't think I'm wanting to cut anybody right now. I think the better thing to do would be look at the depth chart, see if there's anybody kind of buried that's a decent overall that might get traded and be worth getting picks out of. I'm going to hold on to Fitzpatrick. I've got injuries on, so just in case Rosen does get broken in half, I need somebody to back him up. I could move Kenyon Drake, but I don't particularly want to. Let Kalen Ballage and Mark Walton just have it, because we ain't winning nothing. Alright, Parker Wilson. Alan Gesicki, Nick O'Leary. Hell, I could trade off Dwayne Allen to somebody that needs a tight end and just run with Gesicki on O'Leary, then go sign a bottom end tight end. Actually, Clive Walford would just slide in there behind Nick O'Leary. Let me look at that real quick. Who needs a tight end? Everybody loves a tight end. I'm sure somebody needs one. Actually, let me do this. Let me just throw Mr. Dwayne Allen. What's his contract situation, so I have an idea what's going on. I want to say he had a couple of years, yeah. 3-2, 2 years left. Okay. Let's start over here at the Bears. Alright, Broncos have interest. So do the Browns. Cowboys, but I ain't gonna trade with them again. Jaguars. Jets. Patriots do need a tight end. Because Gronk is not there. But I feel like Allen's worth a third. If I can throw in one of my other picks and maybe get a second out of it. Or throw in a second and get a first. That might be a little iffy there. Raiders. Saints. I've already got picks from them. The Texans. The question is, I wonder how well the Browns are going to do on here because they've got a lot of good talent. Broncos are probably going to be trash, so let me try to trade with them. They've got Noah Fant, so they don't really need him, so I don't know why it's saying they need or are interested. Let's see, their 15th pick, so it'd be 64 plus 15, if I'm not mistaken, which would be 64 would be 74, 79. Yeah, so that's their pick, and then whose pick is this? Both of their third round picks are from... No, they're not. They got 3 third round picks. Well, on here they've only got 2. So which one is which? Because in real life they've got a pick from the Steelers and a pick from the 49ers. Wild. And it don't say, and that's annoying. That's their pick, so whose pick is this supposed to be? I want their pick. They need a quarterback and a defensive tackle, middle linebacker. What if they'd have any interest in Kiko Alonso? Because I don't need him. Yeah, I'm just keep what I got here. Do I try to get a second, or do I try to steal a first? Let me try to steal a first. Oops, wrong button. This one. Let me try to steal a first, and I'll throw some of my picks at them that I've acquired. I'll give them a second and a 6th for at first. I'll take it. Maybe not the best return on investment, but hey, I've got 3 firsts now in 2 seconds, and I'm okay with that. I have no problem with that. I might have got away with a little too much out of Dallas, or rather Seattle, or was it Dallas? I can't remember. I think it was Seattle. Might have gotten away with a little more than I should have with Seattle, but if I just gave up a little more than I probably could have to get that, then that evens out, so I'm fine with that. Now, let's go sign a tight end. We're not going to sign a top guy just because I'm not going to be that kind of cheese. We'll sign somebody down here. I prefer a blocker, but I'd take anybody that fits our scheme. Deion Sims used to play for us. That would be semi-realistic for him to come home. So we'll just do that. He can slide on in behind Mike Gesicki. I think that's fair. He actually may slide in front of Mike Gesicki. I don't know. Nope. Yeah, but Gesicki's 75, 74. Okay, offensive line is still trash water, but I ain't trying to make it just too much better. That we got cap space, and we will be spending that money in the off season. I'll let the defense hold right now. It's trash, but I mean, we ain't gonna win anything. I ain't worried about it. Okay. All right, this is what we're gonna do. We're going to. I don't really want to be the one that upgrades players, so I'm just gonna auto upgrade if that ever comes up. I thought they were supposed to do that though. I have the ability to sign 4 more guys. Is there anything or anybody I want to sign? I don't really want to sign like these 80 overall people. I mean, I could sign Jonathan Cyprian, but I don't really want to do that either. I'm trying to avoid so many one-year contracts. Clint Bowling, I done said that I wasn't doing that. I need a middle linebacker if I was going to sign somebody. Josh Bonds, Zach Vigil. There's a good old fake girlfriend. Will Compton. That would be the Bants. Should I do it? Should I do it, boys? I'm signing him. You'll never be lonely on the Miami Dolphins. I'm sure there's a lot of catfish down in Florida. Haha! Jokes! I was gonna make a bad joke, but I ain't gonna make it right now. Alright, yeah, he can slide right in there to MLB position. Yep, we'll roll with it. Let's simulate the old preseason. This button. Sim ahead. Where we at on time? We are 35 now minutes deep into this episode. I'm gonna let the preseason simulate here while I'm talking to you, and then we'll reassess where our team is for the regular season. I'm not sure how I want to do that. What I may do is just sim the whole season or sim every 4 games. 53 out of 53. So I didn't get to cut anybody apparently. I swear if they cut my boys that I signed, I'm gonna be cutting them where the sun don't shine. That rhymed. Alright, they kept the 2. Yeah, cool. Awesome. Money. Who's on the practice squad? Miles Gaskins, Isaiah Ford. Is that Kendall Fuller? No, he's a freaking safety. Kyle Fuller. Cool. Yeah. Yeah. No, they put my boy. What's his name? I can't think. Williams. Freaking Preston Williams. Put him on practice squad. College, Colorado State. Partially true. Thank you, Bush Jones. Alright, first game is the Ravens. Like I said, I'm not playing any games personally. This is all straight up simulation style GM management. Do I want to just sim the season and say piss on it? I think I do. Let's sim to the midseason, and then yeah, we'll sim to the midseason. We'll see what our record is, because it's probably gonna be bad, but just to see where we're at. Alrighty, welcome back. I just realized I didn't get to scout nobody. Fudge. Damn it. Is it too late to scout them? I don't think I can go back, can I? Can I not go back? Can I go back? What is gallery? I don't want gonna sign in. I don't care. Damn it! I forgot I had to scout. Shit. Auto-generate the rookies. And the reason I'm doing auto-generate is because I don't know what they is, who they is, what they gonna be. We need offensive linemen, so let's go. We got a left tackle. We don't need left tackle. I may cut this part out, and I may not. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna cut this out. So you'll see me on the other side. Okay, I just got done scouting a few guys. We're gonna be struggling in that aspect. These are just little things. Cool, whatever. Awesome. Good for him. What is our record? I wonder. Well, we just lost 49-7 to Pittsburgh, so I'm gonna take a gander. Oh, it's right there in front of me. I'm gonna take a gander and say it's not very good. 1-6. I respect it. Anybody dead yet? Because I know that's probably a thing. Who's all? We've only lost one guy, and it's Ricardo Lewis. Dang, that sucks. If I'm not mistaken, he played at Georgia. Auburn. That's close. Georgia and Auburn hate each other. I went too far off base. Defense is a green. Ooh, my voice is cracked. It's green. Ooh, cool. I'm interested in stats. How bad is everybody doing? Joshy Josh has just under 1,600 yards, 26th in the NFL. Did I say that? No. Did he have the 4th most rushing touchdowns? Is that what it said? 6-6, 61%. Fitz has been in at some point and completed 3 out of his 4 passes. Good for him. Kenyon Drake had 5 touchdowns, 318 yards, 3.1 a carry. Oof, hard no. I don't know what's a hard no for. I guess the production. Receiving, Albert Wilson's done pretty well. Dez has not done that great. He's only got 1 touchdown. Mike Gesicki stepping up at the tight end position. I love it. 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 Defense. Bobby McCain leading in tackles. Wild. What about TFLs? Tank Carradine. Vincent Taylor. Hey, we were talking about him earlier in this episode. I didn't know who he was. He played out at Oklahoma State. Good for him. Charles Harris at 4 and David Gottschall at 4. How did he get less than him when he's supposed to be starting over? Whatever. Who's got most sacks? LOL. Nobody has a full sack yet. After 8 games, nobody has a full sack on our defense. We've got 2 sacks on defense if you add up the halves. Jeez Louise. Oh boy. Well, that's not good. We have 1 interception. Shout out to Minkah Fitzpatrick for trying his best. Gotta love it. Well, at least Jason Sanders is doing good. He's got 1,100 yards passing. Hold up, let's look at. He's got 1,100 yards punting, and he's got almost 1,600 passing. That is stupid. That is stupid. I bet our kick return's ballin'. No, it ain't ballin'. Punt return. We ain't stopping nobody. He's only received 10 punt returns. Bro, how bad is this? This defense is green, but they're terrible. And I was worried about the offense. Let's look at our team stats. We're 32nd in yards. Let's go. Ooh, shout out to Tennessee for killing it. They're 6-2. They're 4th in the league. Suck it, Colts. Passing yards. We are not the worst. We're down there. Dolphins. Damn it! I should have traded with the Cowboys. No, I just shouldn't have. 6-1. Never mind. I was thinking that they're maybe terrible because they're bottom of the league in passing. Because Dak is at quarterback, and they're probably handing it to Zeke a bunch. Actually, I've only simmed through 7 weeks. What? It should have been 8 weeks. Regardless. I wonder how the Seahawks are doing. We're 1-6. At least we won a game. Hey. Where are the Seahawks? There they are. Hey, they're 3-4. We made a good decision by trading with them. Defense. Total yards allowed. Hey, we have not given up the most yards. That is impressive. Where are we? There we are. Wow, we are, you know what? That's not as bad as I expected. What about points? That's where it probably gets bad. Yeah, dang, Cleveland's... Well, the ratings don't mean shit, apparently. Cleveland does have a curse. We have 2 total sacks, and nobody has a full sack. It's all half sacks. That's stupid. Well, this is the been the midseason report, and it's not looking good for the home team. I better not get fired after 1 season. If I do, then I'm gonna be pissed. Anybody that I'm trying to re-sign while I'm here. He's wanting 13.8 over 4. I feel like, I don't know if he might re-sign with the Chargers on here, but if freaking Melvin Gordon comes available, I want him. Everybody else is expendable because we've got bank. We have the bank, so I'm not going to worry about re-signing anybody right now. I might re-sign the punter. He's pretty okay. Hell, he's punting for just almost as many yards as we're passing for at this point. But we'll readdress that at the back end of the season. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to simulate to each week separately and do the scouting, and then I'll meet y'all back at the end. Of course, you won't see all the cool stuff in between. Through the power of editing, I'll be at the this particular screen, but we'll be at like week 17, and a 1 and a 2 and a... Alright, we are at the end of the season. I'll upgrade players, why not? Boom. Hit triangle, upgrade them as you see fit. Computer. Resign staff. Start resigning. I mean, hold up. What is? I'm confused. Current contract. Hey, why would I don't want to. Hold up. Ooh, me has an idea. Can I make better scouts? Can I see who available? We got a lot of money. I got a lot of money. I do what I want to. That was weird. I can't assign new staff. What if I do it over here? My coach. Staff. For some reason it's. Let me upgrade him. He got. Yeah, we'll do that. Master Trade Negotiator. Sure. I didn't show it in the video, but I went ahead and gave him also expert scouting just so I could scout more people during the season, because we all need to know about these folks. I guess I can't sign a scout right now. Oh well. How did we finish? We finished 3-13. Nice. That should be good enough to be a top 3 pick, hopefully. Who at the bottom? We are the top overall pick. Let's go. What about Seattle? Dang it. They put together a decent season. They had a tie. They're middle of the pack. 15th overall, so they'll probably be 15th pick. Titans. Did they win the South? Let's see. Nope, Colts won the South. Texans were a wild card, and then Tennessee was a wild card. The Chargers won the West. The Chiefs didn't make the playoffs. Playoffs? Talking about playoffs. What? First of all, that is so unrealistic. Unrealistic. Jacoby Brissett was not winning 13 games. I don't care who you are. With the Chiefs, 7-9? Really? Broncos 6-10. I'll take it. I should be able to look and see what my actual picks are now. If I go here, roster, wrong button, draft picks. Cool. So we've got the number 1 overall pick, the number 10 overall pick, and the number 15 overall pick. Pretty solid to build up some good guys. And we turn around, we have the top pick of the second round, as well as the 47th and the 97th picks. Or excuse me, the 33 and the 47 in the second round. The 47 from Seattle. And then we don't have a third round pick. We might can adjust that. We'll see what happens. And then, because I could theoretically still get my guy and trade back a couple of spots to switch firsts, and then somebody give me a boatload of picks. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. But 2 fourths, 97, 117 overall. Yeah, pretty cool. With the Chiefs doing terribly, I actually got a little bit of benefit out of it. But yeah, 1, 10, and 15, that's actually pretty good. I'm actually happy with that. We should be able to get what we need. The guys I've been scouting, it looks like we're going to have to probably target middle linebacker for our scheme first round, because it is slim pickings on guys that are going to be decent for our scheme in the draft at middle linebacker. Let's see here. It's not a bunch of practice squad guys. Cool. Can I advance the week? I'm just out here chilling. Yeah, we'll advance it to the divisional rounds. Curious as to who's in it. Is there a way for me to look? Schedule. Who's in the... Ooh, Titans versus Colts in the divisional round. Then Texans versus Chargers. So there's guaranteed going to be a AFC South team in the championship game, and a possibility of 2 of them. Nice. And then we got the Falcons and Cowboys, Bears and Saints on the other side. That's going to be a South versus the East and a North versus the South. So, possibility of a South team, 2 South teams being in the Super Bowl from the AFC. Wouldn't it be cool if it was AFC South versus NFC South? I know that don't really matter for me because I'm in the AFC East. I don't know. I'm quirky like that. Onwards we go. Pulling for Tennessee. Hope they beat the Colts. Come on, Titans. Come on, Titans. Come on, Tennessee. Playoffs good. Yes! Houston versus Tennessee in the AFC Championship game, and then Atlanta versus New Orleans in the NFC Championship game. So it's a South versus South conference games, and then a South versus South Super Bowl. So hopefully Tennessee wins and plays whoever. I don't care. Hopefully they win it all, because that'd be hilarious. Hilarious. Let me hire staff real quick. I need a scout. Tony Dubb. Scouting specialty, quarterback overall, defensive back overall, offensive line overall. Ooh, I am intrigued, because that is what I would like. He's a little bit cheaper, and he's got the same specialty. You know what? We'll throw 100K at you. World class. I'm curious what are the coaches. It tells you like what their schemes and stuff are. Cool. Anybody that I know? Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin. Mike Zimmer. Blake Landrum. Robert Albert. Sean McDermott. I'm getting a little crazy over here. Next week. Wonder who made the Pro Bowl. Who was in the Pro Bowl? I bet it's none of my peoples. You got Breeze and Luck, Prescott, Mayfield, I'm curious if Luck was with the Colts still. I bet you that's why they did so well, because there's no way that Jacoby Brissett did that. Breeze and Luck, Prescott, Mayfield, Rodgers, Darnold, Elliott, Hunt, Gurley, Ingram, Barkley, Connor, Juszczyk and Ricard, Madden and Devlin, Adams and Adam Humphries, Devontae Adams. Hey, he's a Titan. Adam Humphries is. Damn it, that means that Tennessee probably lost. Alshon Jeffrey, Odell Beckham Jr., Randall Cobb, Willie Snead, Chester Rogers, I'm assuming, Quincy Anunua, Cameron Meredith, Phil Dorsett, Michael Thomas, D.D. Westbrook, Jared Cook, Eric Ebron, Zach Ertz, David Njoku, Greg Olson, Hunter Henry. I don't see anybody from the Dolphins. Ain't it like mandatory that every team has a representative? Or is that just something I'm making up in my head? Yeah, I don't see anybody, unless that's us. Maybe Bobby McCain was our representative. Nope, TJ McDonald was too. Good for him. Cool, we had a whole 2 representatives and neither one was a special teams guy. That's respectable. Yeah, Houston versus Atlanta in the Super Bowl. Piss off, Houston. Piss off next week. Hopefully Atlanta wins, because I hate Houston. Ugh. Video is going to be a little bit longer than I really wanted it to. What's it say? What do you think of the Super Bowl teams this year? Texans versus Falcons. Houston had one of the strongest rushing defenses in the history of the league, but we'll have to see how they handle the Falcons. So I wouldn't be surprised if Atlanta does something incredible. Who cares? That was a waste of my eyeballs. Why? Baker Mayfield won MVP. What? Sam Darnold was number 2. Nice. Andrew Luck. Okay, Andrew Luck was with the Colts, so that's why. Mariota. Huh? I'm done. I'm so done. Frank Reich. I mean, I guess. All right, AFC. Offensive Player of the Year, Sam Darnold. Tahir Whitehead, DPOY. Marquise Brown, Rookie of the Year. That's respectable. Jermaine Pratt. Best quarterback, Andrew Luck. Kareem Hunt. Adam Humphries. Quentin Nelson, Hudson, Kelly. Oh, they had 2 guys. Actually, they had 3 guys in the top 5. Good for them. Then we're going to kind of basically take their blueprint, build up a solid offensive line, and then put some weapons behind it. So, yeah. We just out here looking. Cameron Wake was there, 3rd. Cool. Don't care. Did our guy sign with me? Please let him have signed. Staff hiring. How do I look and see if he signed? This is dumb. Oh, he signed. What? Why does it say both of them signed with me? I didn't sign both of y'all. Why did? What? Huh? You signed too. Come again? I'm so confused. Offered and signed. Why did we have 2, 3, 4, 5 scouts sign with us? Come again? This makes no sense. Why are we signing Mike Tomlin? I'm so confused. What? If we have... Somebody wanna... Huh? I'm just literally scratching my head because I don't know what the freak just happened. Let's scout some guys. So I'll just talk to you as we scout to kind of show you where we're at. I was talking about this a while ago. Middle linebacker, pretty slim pickings. The only guy in the first round that's actually a legitimate first round prediction or whatever, however you want to call it, is this guy, Damian Majid. Shout out to Kurt Majid. It's probably his brother. Unfortunately, he went to Auburn. But Damian Majid here, and then after that, it's kind of a drop-off. This guy's a 4th round talent, 4th round, 5th round. We got a couple of guys in the 3rd round. He's a 3rd round, and he's actually a 2nd round talent being projected in the 3rd round. So we could wait and try to snag one of these guys, but I don't have a 3rd round pick. That's the unfortunate part right now. If you look on your left, it'd be three ones, 2 2s, and then 2 4s. So we have no 3rd round pick. So I don't like the idea of waiting for middle linebacker. So I'm almost certain I'm taking him with one of my 1st round picks. I'm hopefully going to try to get him at the 10th spot. I hope he doesn't fall, or I hope he does fall rather to the 10th spot. Once I say 1st, 10th, and 18th, it was 15. Maybe that one of the teams made the playoffs and then did a little better than expected. I don't know. Well, so I'm gonna have to probably take him. I'm gonna hope I take him 10th. If I can't get him at 10th, then I don't know what I'm gonna do as far as middle linebacker. But who else do we have? Or where are we at with total overall? Where is he at? Okay, so he is considered the 5th overall prospect. It's going to be tough to say whether or not he's going to be there, but I really like that Ellis Hampton too. He's the top overall talent, right end run stopper. I do need some help on defense. I've got a left tackle I could take, but I've already got Laremy Tunsil. I got a DT that's supposed to be made for the 3-4 defense, but I've already got Godchall, Christian Wilkins there, so I don't think I'm going to take him unless he for some reason falls really far down. Didn't scout receivers. Don't really need receivers. I'm not really worried about them. I scouted a few running backs, but I'm not as concerned about that either. Don't know why I scouted a tight end because I'm not particularly concerned either. There, we got some strong safety options as well. Left end, another one. So we've got some good options as far as 1st round goes. I don't think I'll go corner early. I might go corner late, just because we got a pretty decent core of corners. Plus, we've got a bunch of money we can spend in free agency, so we can try to salvage, or not salvage, but shore up some of these guys, or positions rather, that we need prior to the draft, and then have a more direct approach in the draft instead of this open idea of what I'm going to do. But I have 201 scouting points, so we're going to try to scout some folks. We are going to go ahead and go into the off season. So what I'm going to do is we're going to see who wins the Super Bowl, and then I'm going to stop this episode, and then I'm going to pick right up and start episode 2, and that will be how we approach it. Houston wins the Super Bowl 27-24. Atlanta can't do shit right. And we will end it on that note. I thank you guys for watching. If you did, even if you skipped around a little bit, I hope this is enjoyable. I'm enjoying it. Been pretty cool so far. I feel like it's definitely going to be fun to do. So I hope you enjoyed watching it. As always, I don't know how to end a video properly, so we're just going to awkwardly say sign.